Alright, so I've been erasing a lot of messages from that past YouTube blog that I had, Unicope in Boston, that I didn't know people were sending messages to it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I've got a few hundred left that I still have to erase. Then most of the messages are really unpleasant, one of the things that people are asking every so often is, right, if there are these videos of you out there, and you don't want people to see them, these like naked videos of you, why are you talking about it? And that's a good question. It's from my perspective, it has a pretty obvious answer, but I don't know if it's an obvious answer to people who haven't really thought about it. I mean, I'm definitely not the first victim of voyeurism, and I'm definitely not the first victim of involuntary pornography. It's been going on for years, and people don't talk about it because they're terrified and they're humiliated, and people have killed themselves, And so it's a crime that thrives on silence, the silence of the victims. There's nothing, and the thing is, there's nothing I can do. This is not even like, I mean, I try and talk about it in terms of other types of sexual assault. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how to do that. I mean, I have never been the victim of like a deliberate, violent, intentional rape, that kind of thing. I really haven't. I've been fortunate enough that I haven't, and so I mean, to speak about that and the decisions that people make not to talk about that, I think maybe it's just not within the scope of what I'm trying to talk about in this video. But every type of abuse always thrives on people's silence, the silence of the victims, and this crime in particular, voyeurism, especially videotape voyeurism, or any kind of situation in which there's like pictures taken, and I suppose also like voice recordings, that kind of thing, although I don't think that's happened to me, is that's the kind of thing that you can't put it in the past no matter what you do. There's nothing you can do. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it except to talk about how I feel about what happened and tell the truth about what I know happened, because all of those pictures of me, those videos that I never consented to, that were all done illegally with hidden cameras, there's nothing I can do to stop that. And as far as like the videos that I suppose are technically not illegal, in which I wasn't naked but people followed me like on dates and stuff like that, yeah, I mean, I've talked about this before, how disgusting that is, that people followed me with cameras to try to get videotape of me, like, kissing people and that stuff, and stuff like that. I suppose perhaps technically it wasn't illegal, and that just makes it even more disgusting in the sense of people, like, grinning about it and being like, but it's not illegal, we can do it. It's like, yeah, you know what? Why did you want to do that? It is so disgusting of you that you want to do that in the first place. Perhaps technically it's not illegal. It really ought to be, though. To follow somebody like that, and they have no idea, and they think that they have privacy and they really don't. Just to try to get video like that of them is a disgusting and wretched thing to do. So that's what I have to say about that. And also, as far as the things that were, quite clearly illegal, videos of me being videotaped in showers and bathrooms, and of course also all the other people in the places that I stay that had all happened to them too. That stuff is never going away. Those pictures are never going away, and so they're going to be out there, and the only explanation that's going to be out there, except for mine, is the conglomerate. The conglomerate is not leaving that alone. No, they've been publicizing it, they've been promoting it, they've been acting like I deserved it, and they're certainly not going to be offering any explanations, any captions along with the pictures saying she didn't ask for this. This was done to her. We encouraged it. We enjoyed it. She hates it. She's been suicidal like every other day since she first found out that it happened. We encourage it to continue to happen to her. She hates it. Absolutely hates it. They're not going to say any of that stuff. They don't care, right? And so I'm the one who has to say that. And at least once people start to see them more, I don't know where they are, but I'm sure that it's it's only a matter of time until a lot of people see them, and they're just kind of thinking that even like everyone has seen something. At least what they'll then be able to find also online are my years and years of protests about it, right? I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it so that people know that this is not something that I agreed to. This is not something that I wanted. It's important that people know that. Sorry, I just got across the street. They were like, that was not, yeah, I get very upset about all this stuff. I'm like, God, this is going to be, and it's one of those things that's so so grotesque and so out of proportion and so wrong that it's being treated like there's just so much denial about it. You know, there's so much denial about it because if you're actually going to admit that you did this to someone, that really makes you a bad person. It does. And so you try to find some way, you know, to not feel bad about it and not feel like you did something wrong, which you did, right? And I'm never going to say anything other than that. That's what happened to me. You know, you did this to me. I said no. I'm still saying no. I'll be saying no for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life to something that I can't stop. You know, I cannot make this stop.